big trade is coming to the Golden State Warriors. As you all know, the Golden State Warriors have stringed along some wins, and they are now only 2 wins away from getting back into a playoff position. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the rumor that the Warriors are making some big trades before the trade deadline in order to improve their roster and get them ready for playoffs and hopefully win another NBA championship. So in today's video, we're going to be going through 5 key superstar players that the Golden State Warriors are targeting for a big trade to set themselves up for a great future and hopefully help them win another NBA championship. So make sure to like this video, and guys, 92% of you are still not subscribed to the channel, so it would mean the world if you could subscribe to the channel, hit that red button down below. The first player is none other than Austin Reeves. Now, as you all know, Austin Reeves is a fantastic player for the Los Angeles Lakers, but the Lakers are looking to win an NBA championship now as LeBron James is getting older, and they are looking to get another big piece and trade off Austin Reeves. Now, Reeves is a great player, and I think one of the reasons why the Los Angeles Lakers are looking to trade him as they want more defense, but when we look at the Golden State Warriors situation, the Warriors actually need more offense than defense right now, and this is where I think Reeves would be a perfect fit. Now, when it comes to Reeves, he is a fantastic player, but if you also look at his stats this season, he's averaging 14.9 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 4.8 assists. So he has done a fantastic job all season, and what I love most about his game is definitely his efficiency from the field. If we look at his three-point percentage, he's shooting 37% from the three-point line, and is also averaging a field goal percentage of 48%. I think that is honestly great because he also is shooting 88% from the free throw line as well, and the fact that he is such a versatile scorer from all 3 levels, whether it's inside, mid-range, or even the 3-point, it definitely does show that Austin Reeves is an all-out scorer. And I definitely do believe that the Warriors could use someone of his scoring ability in this team. What I love about Reeves is that although he isn't the main star of this team, obviously you got LeBron, you also got D'Angelo Russell, you also got Anthony Davis, and the fact that he is still putting up such high numbers and also doing it at such efficient rate really does show that Austin Reeves can definitely be a fantastic role player when it comes to scoring, and this is why I think Reeves would be a perfect fit. He's standing at 6'5", 206 pounds, and is still only 25 years old. So he is a very, very young player, and I think for the Golden State Warriors to get a player of his caliber, the Warriors wouldn't have to give up anything crazy in order to get him. And this is why I think this trade absolutely makes sense. The Warriors definitely need more offense, and the Lakers do want more defense, and there are definitely enough defensive players on this Warriors team that could be traded in order to send to the Lakers in exchange for Austin Reeves. I don't think anything major would happen when it comes to trading one of the stars, which is why I think there's a great bang for buck trade for the Golden State Warriors to get an offensive threat like Austin Reeves. The second is none other than Clint Capella. Now, as you all know, Capella is a fantastic player for the Atlanta Hawks, but he's been putting up such great numbers so far this season because he's averaging 12 points and also 10.5 rebounds while also dishing out 1.2 assists. So I love about his game is that he is averaging an effective field goal percentage of also 60%, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, when it comes to Clint Capella, as we all know, he is a great defender, 6'10", 240 pounds, and is still only 29 years old. So definitely has a good amount of experience. And I would say he's probably in his peak years when it comes to playing in the NBA, due to the fact that he has enough years behind him to know how it's like playing in the NBA with high basketball IQ, while also keeping that athleticism and that youth behind him as well. But when it comes to Clint Capella, what I love about his game is definitely not only just his defensive ability, but his ability to actually be a great defensive anchor and be able to guard pretty much 1 through 5. Now, he isn't the greatest at guarding, very quick players, but I do think he does a very good job indeed, and I do believe for his height to be able to keep up with some of the fastest guards in the world, he definitely does a very good job at that. And we've seen that a lot from Atlanta Hawks when it comes to Clint Capella. He may get caught, or the other player may get caught in a screen which actually has Clint switch onto the guard, and he does a fantastic job at staying in front. And the Warriors could definitely use a defensive menace like this. Now, when it comes to the Warriors, in order to get someone like Clint Capella, there would be a couple of big offers that would need to be in that trade, due to the fact that Clint Capella isn't just a normal name for anyone else. Although he isn't a star player, he definitely still is a very high value asset for the Atlanta Hawks, and the Hawks would probably want something in return. Draymond Green may be in the discussion of that trade, and that has been rumored time and time again. So to get someone of Clint Capella, they probably would have to trade them back another big man, and Clint Capella is a name that has come up multiple times, not only just to Warriors fans, but also to ESPN analysts as well. The third is none other than having the main return of Jordan Poole. Now, as you all know, Jordan Poole was actually traded off ever since an altercation between him and Draymond Green went down last season, and because of that, it has led to Jordan Poole being traded to the Washington Wizards. But it's starting to see as time goes on that the Golden State Warriors may have made a mistake, because a lot of Warrior fans are actually upset that they traded Jordan Poole, and they now all think that they should have traded Draymond Green instead. You haven't seen Draymond. He has been getting suspended left, right, and center with a lot of the things that he is doing on the court, and it is starting to upset a lot of Warriors fans that they made the wrong trade, and they should get Jordan Poole back and trade off Draymond Green instead. Now, when it comes to my personal opinion, I definitely do see both sides of the story, but I do still see that Jordan Poole could actually end up back in a Golden State Warriors uniform. Poole actually said in a recent interview that a team that he would love to go back is definitely his only team that he has ever played for, which is the Golden State Warriors. And I do believe it definitely is noticeable that Jordan Poole does miss playing alongside Steph and the rest of that team. Now, when it comes to Poole so far this season, he is averaging 17.4 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 3.6 assists, while also shooting 41% from the field and 31% from the three. So he is putting up some pretty decent numbers, but it is definitely hard to be a great player in a team like the Washington Wizards, who don't rank very high, who definitely lose quite a lot of games, and because of that, it definitely has taken a huge effect on Jordan Poole. A lot of people thought Poole was going to be the superstar for Washington Wizards, but it does seem to still be Kyle Kuzma's team. But the Warriors are actually looking to make some big trades, and the Washington Wizards are also willing to trade off players like Jordan Poole, even Kyle Kuzma, all their stars, to rebuild from the start. So now may be a perfect time to get JP back into a Golden State Warriors uniform, but not only just get him, but also get him for a very, very cheap price. When it comes to Poole, they could definitely use his scoring, which I think is definitely second to none, and the fact that he has played with the Warriors before, it definitely does show that he is capable of scoring big in times of need, and I do believe he can still be a very good asset. The fourth player is none other than Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, as you all know, DFS is honestly a fantastic player, and he has been doing a great job for the Brooklyn Nets, where he's been averaging 10.2 points, 5 rebounds, and also 1.2 assists. But he's also been shooting 46% from the field, but this is probably the greatest part, where he's been shooting 44% from the three. Yes, guys, you heard that right. 44%. That is honestly insane, guys. And this is one of the big assets of why someone like the Golden State Warriors are interested in a player like Dorian Finney-Smith. He's definitely a very highly efficient shooter. And even though he is only averaging 10 points, at least he scores it very efficiently, which is what the Warriors definitely need. A great thing about DFS is that he is a power forward at 6'7", 220 pounds. He's still only 30 years of age as well. And I think what makes this great is that you can definitely see someone like Dorian Finney-Smith join this team and really space out the floor. I definitely do think that the Golden State Warriors want a lot more three-point shooters as of right now, because there isn't really anyone that can shoot as effectively as Steph, due to the fact that Clay has been on and off at times, and also the newer players that are coming in, they just haven't gotten that high efficiency that we all expect. But getting someone like Dorian Finney-Smith, who's shooting one of the highest three-point percentage, 44% pretty much, is honestly insane, and I think he could be a huge asset for what the Warriors are trying to build. Now, when it comes to DFS, what I love about his game is that not only is he a scorer, but he's also a great on-ball defender. The fact that he is 6'7", he's pretty much able to guard 1 through 5 pretty effectively. He does play power forward for the Brooklyn Nets, and he doesn't seem to have any trouble against bigger guys, whether it's like Anthony Davis sort of size or even quicker guards all the way to Ja Morant. He's a fantastic defender, and I think that's what makes him very, very good out there on defense, his ability to have the great speed and the great strength to guard any sort of position. The fifth player is none other than Zach LaVine. Now, as you all know, Zach LaVine has honestly been on the trading block for some time now, but it does seem that the Chicago Bulls aren't looking to be in a massive rush to trade him, but now may be the perfect time, as he is still injured, and the Warriors could actually get him for a very sweet deal. Now, when it comes to Zach LaVine, he is a two-time All-Star and also was a 2014-2015 All-Rookie, and I do believe when it comes to LaVine, he still definitely has a lot to give to this league. He's still only 28 years old, 6'5", 200 pounds, and even till today, I definitely still consider him somewhat of a star. He's averaging 21 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 3.4 assists, while also shooting 44% from the field and also 34% from the three, which I think is amazing. Now, the Chicago Bulls have been a little bit better ever since he has got off or pretty much injured, and it is seeming that the Chicago Bulls may be looking to trade him much more sooner than they think, due to the fact that they do like what they have going right now that LaVine is off the floor. And this could be a perfect time for the Warriors to swoop in and take him for a very cheap deal. I think his scoring ability is definitely something that the Warriors need, and he can definitely be an Andrew Wiggins 2.0 when it comes to his great athleticism, still being able to score on the three and also finish in the paint very, very well. And I think that's what he does amazingly over the last couple of years. But where I definitely think his game is underrated is his defensive ability as well. Zach LaVine is actually a very surprisingly great defender that not many people know of, because due to the fact that defense definitely has a big say when it comes to your athleticism, it has made him a better defender as time has gone on, as he has gotten a better high IQ when it comes to defense and also his ability to be able to switch to any position. We've seen him times play small forward, even power forward at times, and he does do a pretty good job at defending bigger players at times as well. Maybe not good as Wiggins, but I do believe he definitely still has the defensive ability to guard a couple of different positions and not being stuck on just one position that he is able to guard. And I think the versatility that Zach LaVine has on offense and defense is definitely something that the Golden State Warriors need right now.